Well, Eric, we're getting this close to the time we can actually bet on college football games in the state of Kentucky, but we don't want to wait. All 4 local teams are in action this weekend. We're going to pick the games against the spread. You starting first with Western Kentucky at home against South Florida.
Yeah, this is just a practice week, right? Since we can't actually get on there and place our bets, but there's not a whole lot of suspense, I don't think, with Western Kentucky. They're an 11.5-point favorite against South Florida, and I got them covering that 35-21. I think Western rolls in week 1.
Yeah, I would unbuckle this week on the Indiana-Ohio State game. The Hoosiers are a 30-point home underdog. How about that? Think about that. I think Ohio State wins. Ohio State has a history of going into Indiana and winning big. They want to make a statement that they deserve to be ranked one of the top 2 or 3 teams in the country. I don't think they show much mercy. Indiana has major questions at quarterback. Ohio State, big.
Yeah, Kentucky's got Ball State, and I don't expect Kentucky to be tested in this game, but Kentucky in week 1 and the spread, 26.5, I think is this week's spread. It's always dicey because Kentucky doesn't run it up on people. They're not a big flashy offensive team, and yet they've got a new quarterback who's very efficient, should be effective in this game. They've got some talent at receiver. I think they're going to put up some points. I'm calling it 38-10, just barely covered.
And then there's a game we'll be covering Friday night in Atlanta at Mercedes-Benz Stadium. Jeff Brom and the Cards open against Georgia Tech, a team that Louisville has never beaten. The Cards are favored by 7.5. I've got Louisville winning, but only by 7. I think the Georgia Tech team is a veteran team that finished strong last year. The Cards, I think, are more talented offensively, but Tech does have a good defense. Cards win, but don't cover. And in a week or 2, we'll be able to bet on that live in this state. But until then, we just threw out some imaginary money. Stay with us here at WDRB and WDRB.com.